Hey, who would you talk to? What's going on? It is me, Mike Lepre, King Mike L. This is Legit Paranormal Clips brought to you by LegitPodcast.com. It is April 20th, 2023. 4/20, 2023. For the math geeks, not much. For the kids that would go in the smoking room back when I was in high school, this day's for you. Joining me as always, Buddy Money there. What's up, buddy?
Good evening, Mike. How you doing tonight, man?
I am doing splendid. Not splendor, but splendid.
Splendid, Michael. Happy 420 to you. May all your happy dreams come true. Speaking of happy dreams, I'm going to be sleeping just fine tonight because I got a little bit left of the Johnny Walker, the 12-year Black Label. It's a lovely scotch. You can find it in almost any liquor store in the country. And if you can't, just give me a shout out. I'll give you a bunch of liquor stores in your area where you can find Johnny Walker. It's a great scotch. It's got a nice oakwood finish. You can taste the cherry. Oh my God, it's like, much more potent than my normal craft beers that I have on the show.
Oh my, on me, it sounds good, buddy. Jeez.
We got some good ones tonight, so I got to bring the good stuff, Mike.
All right, joining us from Block Island, I believe. It's Ghost Rick again with wow, it is macho man.
Rick.
How you doing? How you been? Love to see you guys.
Oh,
Mockery. It's a mockery.
that is fantastic. That's exactly what it's about.
Allegedly. That's allegedly what it's about.
Allegedly.
Oh,
You get it, Mike.
Now you get it. Oh, that's fantastic. Rick, take your bow. You now get how to exist on YouTube. Just
how we doing, boys?
doing good. Buddy's
Pretty good,
drinking
Rick.
Johnny Walker, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. You ever try what is it? Johnny Walker and Jim Beam. Ever have them both at the same time? It's just not that good.
There's no
No.
need, really. It's not worth it.
They're not partners.
No, they don't make money together. No.
Rick, how's things going for Block Island Ghost tours?
Everything's good, man. We're gearing up. You know, a couple of weeks we start to really get going, and going to America for the weekend. So I might run into you guys in person, which is always nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I agree. Let's see. So this is our clip show. The one where we're going to show clips, either audio or video. What we do is we review them. We say what we think we saw or heard. And then we have someone tell us this is what was actually kind of heard or saw or seen. Whatever you want to say, whatever tense of the word you want to use. It's up to you. Right. You can just use anyone. Buddy, what would you like to go to first?
So we have joining us really quick. He only has a couple of photos, but his photos are pretty outstanding. He comes to us from New York, so he could be a Giants fan. He could be a Bills fan. He could be a Yankees fan. Oh, my God. Hopefully he's a Mets fan or a Sox fan for that matter. But coming to us live from New York, from upstate New York, Denny Blair.
What's up, Denny? How are you?
Hey, guys.
Good.
How you guys doing tonight?
What's up, Denny? Thanks for joining us, man.
Good. So, long-time New Yorker?
Thanks for having me on. Yeah, long time New Yorker, born and raised in New York.
So what sport teams?
I actually do like the Yankees. I do like the Mets. But some of my favorite teams are actually I've always liked the 49ers.
Nice. You're killing Mike. He's a Giants fan.
Oh, what? How could you? Come on.
Yeah,
now. Now I'm suspect of whatever I see.
The Giants.
we made Montana crawl into the fetal position twice. I mean, that's kind of scary with that team and where they used to hit a guy, you know. But buddy, what would you like to show first?
All right, so we have two pictures. One's Denny pick one and one's Denny pick two. We can do Denny pick one.
Yeah, I know.
maybe you can explain the content and then do Denny pick 2.
All right. Denny, don't say anything until we sound stupid.
All right.
Like,
So speak immediately.
Let us see what we see. I don't know how Buddy's going to do this.
You want me to? I'll do this, Mike. That's
Well,
fine.
Buddy, you have the picture.
Bam.
There you go.
That's Denny pick 1.
All right.
So the tree.
Okay.
Wait, I know. See, Denny wants to go already. Hey, Denny, give me an area that I should be focusing on. I'm being serious.
So in this first pick, this is the first consecutive pick that was taken, and there's nothing actually in this pick really.
Okay, cool.
Right.
But in the second pick, you're gonna see something.
Okay. Second pick.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right.
Buddy, wait a minute. Go back to it.
Right. First pick, ready? First pick?
Let's get this better. For one
Camera
second.
1.
This was
Camera one.
time-lapse photos. These were like this.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, consecutive pictures taken.
Camera 2.
All right, so in the second shot, you got that. That looks like an old guy in one of those white shirts with the red suspenders, and he's folding his arms and he's looking to the side, and he's got a beard,
Yeah.
kind of balding.
So there's actually a story.
Denny, wait, hold on. Denny, wait, hold on. Rick, what do you
Okay.
think it is?
I'm feeling the same thing. Little old man type deal.
All right, that's it. That's all you got. All
Maybe
right,
a mummy.
buddy.
Honestly, I'm looking at the picture, and I mean, when I first saw it, I'm like thinking maybe it's a fingerprint, maybe it's, this is not to say anything about your skills there, Denny. But then looking at it further, it's like it has like a fuzz to it, like a fog, like a density to it, and it almost has like a black like outline to it, like almost like a shadow going around. I think it's like a guy sitting like this, maybe.
No, he's giving one of these. He's giving them those side mean mugs. You know how that goes.
Maybe
All
he's got a great beard, Mike, but
Great beard.
it's definitely a humanoid figure of some kind.
Denny, go ahead.
All right, so these pictures were taken on February 19th, 2017,
Yep.
and we were at a old Jewish cemetery in Ovid, New York, and this old Jewish cemetery is right next to the Willard Asylum for the chronic insane,
Mhm.
and that's right up near Seneca Lake.
Oh yeah.
But there's actually a story to like how we captured this.
Yeah, so wait a minute. So
Cartoons.
you're out there taking photos. Now, see, what I always ask is what made you want to take a photo of the tree in the first place?
Oh yeah, I'm actually just getting to that actually.
All right.
But yeah, there's, how you have your like intuition that tells you things, like you get this like gut feeling that tells you to start doing stuff.
Yeah, or something's
So-
looking at you or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just investigating the cemetery there, the old Jewish cemetery. And all of a sudden I get this like intuition, like intuitive feeling like that we needed to start taking pictures. And so like we all started taking pictures, and our one investigator, Amanda Howe, she actually captured this on her phone, on her smartphone. And it was weird because I looked over at her and I told her, Amanda, we gotta start taking some pictures. I'm just getting this feeling like we need to start taking pictures right now. And we started taking pictures, and lo and behold, she captured these like consecutive pictures right next to the tree, and in one of them she captured this what looks to be an apparition.
That's
And we actually believe, like, I actually looked up some of the history of this location, and there's actually a grave digger. He was a master grave digger, but he was actually part of the Willard Asylum. He was actually a patient there in 1916, and his name is Lawrence Moki. And this cemetery is like the burial of 5,776 people.
Wow.
So,
And this
Let's
grave
start off
digger, Lawrence
Denny.
Moki, he
Denny,
actually
one
dug
second.
more than 900 graves. All right.
All right, 900 grades. I got it all down. First off, what makes you want to go hang around in a cemetery like this? Get me there first, because we're talking about this so nonchalantly, and the whole time I keep going, why is he in this graveyard? Why is he in a graveyard? Like, why? Are you're looking for explain to me what you're looking for when you go to like a graveyard. I've always wondered that. Like, is that you're hoping to catch or see, because that's probably where they mostly are, spirits, or do you know what I mean? Does that make sense to anybody else? Rick, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I want to know why you go to a graveyard to take photos. That's not something I would do.
I think it was investigating, right, Denny? We're going to check out the asylum, the graveyard.
There it is, Rick. That's why I asked you. Thank you. Denny, continue.
Confusing.
I figured it out. I'm good. Go right ahead, Denny.
Oh, he might be. I think he's froze up.
Nope.
Oh, he dropped Denny.
He dropped.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Boy.
He's there. Pick up Denny.
All right, thank God.
Nope. Nope. There goes Denny. Come on,
Denny.
Denny, come back.
Yeah, I got him back in the We lost you. We're like, no, we lost you. All right, sorry. Denny, you can continue, please. 900 graves.
Right,
900 graves.
Yeah, so this gravedigger, Lord Smokey, he dug 900 graves. And he worked every day at the cemetery, and he actually built a shack right there at the cemetery, and he stayed there, during the warmer weather. And he actually loved doing this. And he actually died at the age of 90 in 1968. And he is actually buried somewhere on the property there, but they actually don't know where. They don't know his actual location of where he was buried.
Buddy, can you take that down for a second?
Yeah.
So Rick, let me throw this at you for a second. You know how you hear when they say like certain people, their spirits get stuck to locations because that's all they knew, and sometimes sometimes that's a believable story, and then sometimes it's like, oh, is that all they knew? In this case, I'm in full belief that this is the only place this guy knew.
Absolutely. That's probably the only taste of freedom he had if he was a patient at the asylum.
So he's 24/7 working, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You're not leaving where you work. It's like prison, but it's work. It's cheap labor. But he liked doing it. You know what? Not to be, not saying the guy was a great guy, but he must have been in great shape. Must have been in great shape.
From what I've heard, he was very muscular, very strong, muscular.
Come on, digging graves, 6 feet deep. What is it? How many feet wide? 6 feet wide? Is it? I don't know. Anyone know?
And you got to figure upstate New York, you're only digging those graves for 7 months a year. The rest of the time, it's going to be too cold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely certain months you don't want to go digging around in New York.
You can't. It's frozen.
Right. That's why you end up with shallow graves, and then they get caught like a week later. All right, buddy, when you see this, right, does it not oddly fit exactly the picture of what you would think this guy looked like?
It does. He has a wide back. He has wide shoulders. He looks like hold on. He looks like a stronger. He looks like a more buff individual. Like you can almost see the shape of his abdomen. Like he's
all right. Whoa! Slow down. You're getting a little excited about this guy. I mean, come on, buddy. He's just a ghost.
You definitely see the shoulders and the arms and like the back. He's I'd say he's a well-built guy, or was at one time.
Rick, was that a little bit too much of a description of the ghost feel?
Nah, buddy, you do your thing. You think he's a cutie pie, he's a cutie pie.
Whoa, you. I'm saying strong in the chest and the back.
You do you, brother.
Let's be clear about this here, guys.
You're not saying he's a cutie pie. Allegedly. You're not saying he's a cutie pie, but you're saying he's got great.
I didn't say cutie pie. I didn't say
beautiful pectorials.
I said he looks like he's well put together, well shaped.
But we know it. Okay.
All good.
So, Denny, what else is known about so the bodies that were buried there, right? If it's a Jewish cemetery, there's no I can't see them allowing any of the bodies from the hospital into that cemetery. Yet I can't see where those bodies would go other than in that cemetery. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does.
So
they actually they have 2 Jewish sections of the cemetery,
okay.
and I guess they have like another part that is actually for like the
There you go.
patients that passed away at the cemetery.
All right.
So they got different sections for different people.
So that's terrifying, because let me tell you about that, right? You wonder if it's like a headstone for every grave, every body. I mean, like just like there's just one person in this one. It could be like multiple, right? Like you have no idea. Like when they were burying them back. I'm not trying to be gross here, but you know, they got rid of people back in the old days. No one cared.
Yep. There's actually there are actually unmarked graves there that, you know, when they interred them and everything and moved them over to the cemetery now, they never put like any headstones, so it's like unmarked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? Let me ask this quick round question. Where do you guys stand on being buried? Rick, you're first. The idea of dying and being buried, is that what you want?
Nope, I'm being burnt up, shot off in a cannon, right in the ocean.
Right.
Zydeco band, you guys are invited.
Buddy, what are you going with?
I'm going to be cremated and put right over the head by ashes, spread right here to the mountains in the lake of Smithfield.
Nice. I too am choosing cremation because my wife would not agree to having me stuffed. I thought the greatest thing would be to have me stuffed. Take my live body, mummify it, fill it up. Just scaring people for a couple more years. She said no. So yeah, I will too be cremated. The idea of being buried bothers me, man, because I would rather there be no body at all than the chance of that body popping alive for one split second ever. Dude, who's to say, because we'll never know, that like you're dead for like 100 years and all of a sudden you're alive for 30 seconds. Wouldn't that suck? You know what I mean? No, I look, I actually had to do a play where I was in a coffin and I had to close it to roll it on stage. It was horrifying. By the time we were ready to do the scene, I was like already ready to break character. I was only a teenage kid, Rick. I was only a teenage kid. So Denny, is this like so this in your group, this is like a thing you guys do for just like the experience, the one-on-one, your own personal experience stuff? Like
yeah, we do it for like personal experience, but we also like do it to help people that are, you know, afflicted with paranormal activity, and we love checking out like new locations and stuff like that too.
That, you know what? That is an awesome thing. Denny, I know you gotta go, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you go because Buddy just gave me a couple of winks, and I don't think he likes me as much as the Gravedigger, so I kind of know what that means. It was nice having you on. Yeah, that's a crazy photo with a real crazy backstory. You know what I mean? It's very.
Yeah, we were really shocked when we captured that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Denny, thank you. And what are you gonna get back to work? You working right now?
Yeah, it worked right now. Yeah.
All right. Well,
but yeah, thank you guys for having me on. It was such a pleasure.
Thanks, Denny.
Thanks, Danny.
Yep.
We'll talk to you again.
Take care, brother.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. That was so the backstory to that is even, you know, creepier because again, like we say, if there's going to be somebody that stays in one spot for a long time, Rick, it's like you and your couch.
It's not nice, man.
Sorry, hey, allegedly.
Professor Randy Marciano.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
There you
Jesus.
go.
Here we go. I love it.
You know what I had to do to get that photo?
What?
Pay a couple bucks.
A lot of alcohol was involved.
Oh, there you go. I oddly enough was cleaning out my shed today because I had to do the first yard work of the year, which is all the beds and shit like that. And I found my signed Bruno Sammartino picture that I have framed. Buddy, you don't even know probably who, and you should. Bruno Sammartino was.
Was he a boxer?
See what I mean?
He's a wrestler.
Oh,
He
he's a
was
wrestler.
heavyweight champ for like what 10 to 15 years, something like that. Italian, because wrestling.
But not
was
like an
big up
athlete. He was an
north.
entertainer, essentially.
No, Bruno would beat the shizzle out of you if he got a hold of you. No, he was, dude. Bruno was so thick, it was ridiculous. Like he was a whatever. All right,
He was
so
what?
thick.
All right.
Why did you want to hear that again? You're starting.
I know. I wasn't sure what you said there, Mike, for a second. Jesus, just trying to keep us all in check here. So joining us from the lovely state of Wisconsin, I believe he was saying right before we cut him off the show. I cut off the show. Cut him off the. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's Chris from oh my God, Crossingaurd Paranormal. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Thank you so much for having me on. Looking forward to it.
That's
Chris,
awesome.
I was listening and I heard you had a storm roll through.
Yes, I am sitting here. Well, let me turn my camera around.
Oh,
wow.
candlelight.
It's
Hey, so,
very
Chris,
very romantic here.
I was
right
just gonna
now.
say. I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say either the lights, the power's out, or Chris has a night plan.
We had a storm roll through, and I'll tell you, the storm only lasted about 3 minutes.
Wow.
But wham bam and thank you, ma'am.
Any trees down?
Haven't looked outside.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
It was
doesn't
about
hit you,
20
it might as well
minutes
sit there.
before you guys were going, so I thought I better sit tight. I didn't want to go out and get involved in something, and well, you know where that would go. So,
Right.
No, I thank you. You know, and oh my God, I appreciate the Wisconsin accent. Oh, I see. As a sports fan, I'm in Rhode Island, so you would believe that I should be a Patriots fan, which I'm not. I'm a Giants fan because the Italians, buddy, drink. We were here in the 1910s, 1920s, and the first team in Rhode Island was the Giants we rooted for. And then in the 76 season, they created the Patriots, and then people became Patriot fans. But I was passed down as a Giants fan. Now, why I say this is because my voice is as Italian as it gets that New York Italian twang. And you have the Wisconsin one, which I love the accent. There's something football about it to me, right? I can't explain it. Like you sound like a Packer, the Green Bay Packers, of course. You sound like a
elaborate on that. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, because Buddy's been getting a little out of control. You can ask Rick. He's got like 2 strikes already in one show, so I didn't want to lead him anywhere. I want to make sure he knew I meant the Green Bay Packers.
I appreciate that.
Are you a Packer fan?
Gotta be.
You have to be. You own the team, right?
Right.
I do.
There you go. That's what the
All
truth.
right.
The state owns the team. All right. So, what are we gonna watch first?
All right. It's not a watch. So you're gonna have to open your ears, Mike, and listen. It's just an audio clip. I'm gonna play this. We're not gonna look at anything, but you just gotta have to listen, and it's pretty dang clear. So here we go.
You are absolutely correct. All right, everybody. You are absolutely correct. All right, everybody.
You played
All
a
right.
few times there.
All right. Stop. Something's banging on the door and screaming on a cage. Sounds like a cage door. Rick, you with me on that in the beginning?
Yep.
It's banging.
Sounds
It's
like
banging.
steps on the concrete, but whatever. Go ahead.
Screaming. Someone tells it, which sounds like Chris, maybe tells it you're not gonna leave or something like that. And then there's like another voice that comes back at him, right? Like more of a growl. Rick, what did you get? Want to hear it again?
Yeah, I would love to hear it again.
And then
There we
Rick.
go.
All right, go ahead.
You are absolutely correct. All right, if you're ready.
And his girl's voice.
You are absolutely correct. All right, if you're ready.
Go ahead, Rick. Because I heard it differently too now. Good.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard like a growl or a heavy breath in between the first. Is that what I'm trying to?
No, so no, there's a noise that sounds like bang. Then a woman
Yep.
says, "Am I something about am I correct? Something correct?" And then I think he answers back, "You're absolutely correct." And then there's another faint woman's voice, but then I also hear the background banging. That's what I picked up completely, buddy. What
Yeah.
you getting at?
Yeah, I'm getting in the beginning. I think it sounds like footsteps, like somebody shuffling their feet on the floor, and then I do hear you. You're absolutely correct, which I believe is the Class A EVP, and then the gentleman's voice at the end, I believe, is Chris.
All right, so I got to think. Feet.
See, I thought that was somebody in the room. That I was just.
Say it again. Let me think. Feet.
You are absolutely correct. All right, if you're ready.
But doesn't he end with already release him?
Hold on. So the EVP is the you are absolutely correct.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Right.
All right,
Class A.
Chris, please step in the room of stooges. You can be Mo. Tell us what we just heard.
All right. I'm sure you're familiar with the Sheboygan Asylum.
Sheboygan.
It's been on a lot of the para shows in the last maybe 2 years or so.
It's great to say too, Sheboygan.
Sheboygan. They make bratwurst there.
Chris, are you a setup for me right now? Are you a Wisconsin setup? Did they give you a set of words to say to me? Because so far you've said, "Come on, man!" You just said, "I'm not going to repeat it because I won't say it as good." Please continue.
Okay, Sheboygan Asylum. Now, generally, when we investigate, it's just myself and Dennis, who for some reason could not log in. I don't know why, but so what you hear in the clip, Dennis and I are walking through the asylum. So we're talking big, hard surface. So you hear everything you bump into.
Okay.
So you kind of hear us. That's footsteps. You're hearing Dennis talking. Dennis finishes what he's saying, and there is this EVP that says, "You are absolutely correct."
Bam.
That's awesome.
Talking after that.
You're absolutely correct.
Now, this was on a Zoom H1. We used body cams. I had a DR60 in my pocket. Not on any of that. Only on the H1.
I love that. That's awesome.
So, what was the line that he said right before it said back? You're absolutely.
I'd have to listen to it again. I generally don't pay a whole lot of attention what Dennis is telling me
because yeah, that's.
And I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but I know how it goes too.
I mean, that's so clear. I just assumed it was that was somebody in the room that you guys were talking amongst yourself.
I mean,
that was the actual EVP.
You know, I mean, that one right there, that's like a Class A.
Oh yeah,
A plus. Yeah.
You know,
Then again, buddy, it's got a sympathetic tone to it. Watch.
All right, ready?
You know, out of the hundreds that I've gotten over the years, that is by far the best one.
It is. You are absolutely correct.
I mean, you know, when you hear that, you don't even have to like think about it. Well, did it say? You know, you get those EVPs and you got to pull them apart a little bit sometimes. Not that.
No,
that's amazing.
Usually, you get four guys in a room and they all heard something different, and they argue over it for a couple hours and they agree upon one, which is kind of weird because they all thought differently to begin with. Whereas,
you know, it's. I mean, I've had them. I think it's one thing one day. I listened to it again the other day, and it's something totally different.
Right.
And that's really actually a pretty common occurrence.
Rick,
that was clear
right there, Sheboygan Asylum, rock on, you know.
Rick, what are your thoughts on that? As clear as it was, especially the tone of it. again?
I mean, like I said, I just when the first time I heard it, I just assumed that those were the two people in the room, and I was listening for something in the background. You know, I've never heard an EVP as loud and as clear as that.
Especially one telling somebody they're correct.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have a little confirmation.
We really strive for. You know, I've been doing this a week or two now, so I'm getting the hang of it.
That's good.
But you know, it's one thing to get one-word answers.
Yeah,
it's a different thing to get full sentence answers.
Especially so clear throughout the whole sentence.
That's amazing shit. You know.
So then, all right. So then, when you play this and you hear this, does it change anything on how you view different areas? Did it change anything for you at all, other than excitement?
Absolutely.
No.
I didn't even realize we had it until I reviewed it.
That's usually when the best.
You know, like a lot of them, you know, we don't hear them when they happen.
Right.
And when I heard it, I clipped it, and first thing I did was I sent it to Dennis, and wow. And then put it on SoundCloud, so it's out there on SoundCloud. You can listen to a few things I put up there. I just opened that channel up not that long ago, but I think I've got maybe 15 EVPs on there so far.
Awesome.
I got a crap load in my hard drives, but things take time.
I hear you, man.
You know what? There's two type of people too. There's one that record all their stuff, and then there's the ones that record all their stuff and then go back and listen. And that's the God's honest truth. Some people can't go back and listen and sit through it again and then pick out and hear things with a different perspective. Like they're not good at it. That there's not art in that all itself, and being able to go back and sit and listen to hours of stuff. You know what I mean?
Doing is a skill set.
Yeah, it is.
And over the course of time, especially using a DR60 quite frequently, I've gotten very good at audio editing. Just by practice to get the static out of there, so you can hear what the hell they're saying. Now, some people, you know, there's two camps on this that I've seen over the course of time. Some people like, oh, good, you cleaned it up, I can hear it. Other people is, oh, you altered the file. No, it ain't good. No, it ain't valid. What? Obviously, I don't agree with that, but I have come across that contingent.
So, Chris, here's what I can tell you about my theory on the paranormal world. If they ask the question, what's the best color in the world, and you said blue, but they decided it was red, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna win. You're never gonna win, no matter what you say. You're gonna as long as you get half the people to agree, that's pretty damn good, I think. Because they're always looking to go the opposite way. They're always looking to and they're gonna use something like what you did as an excuse. Yeah, now they have their excuse. They're out to say, oh yeah, he tampered with it. You know what I'm saying, Rick? It's gonna be like that no matter what you do. You're gonna get it either way.
Of course. And you know, he's doing the work, which is the important part, you know.
Exactly.
It's not the 4 or 5 hours you spend on the location. I mean, it is. But also the work comes in when you have to sit down, go through everything, find it, and and you can tell he does that. It's good stuff.
And I got to be honest with you. Even though I do all that, we generally go to places about once a month. I'm wearing 2 body cams plus a 3rd body cam plus a full spectrum plus an plus 60. So I mean, that could be a job if I would let it be, but I do a little here, I do a little there, but
yeah,
when I get you're like the bratwurst RoboCop.
Wow, what a dude.
Go ahead, Chris.
I might have to get a refill here at the rate we're going here.
Yeah.
For time purposes, can we go to the next clip, guys? It's
Yeah, go right ahead. I'm with you.
all right. It's a share screen, so just give me a minute here.
All right, you got to like Bratwurst RoboCop though. I could picture that RoboCop. That's a whole green, obviously.
Beautiful thing.
Packer
Mike.
logo. You know? Hey Rick, I like
Yo.
the beard. I like the beard.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys, we all see this.
I see
Yeah.
it.
All right, here we go. Here comes the clip. Ready?
It up one more time. Could you please make that ball light up again? Ask and I shall receive, and I am filming it.
Nice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It up one more time. Could you please make that ball light up again? Ask and I shall receive, and I am filming it.
All right. Is that first? I think that's a cat ball, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Now, does that ball start down there and the camera goes towards it, or does the ball fall and roll? How did that go, Rick? What did you see? Like the difference of where the shot of it up high and the next thing, the shot of it coming down on it.
I'm not sure that was two shots. I thought the ball was just there and it lit up. Are you talking about the little tiny light that we saw at the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. I don't know.
Oh, that's a different light. All right.
I don't know.
That first light that was blinking in the beginning.
Yeah, a little tiny one, and then
It sounded like it was humming, and then the other one went on. I thought they just panned down or they moved up closer. Buddy, you see what I'm saying? I saw two lights.
I do see what you're saying,
I
right?
sound like I'm crazy, but I'm like, I saw two lights. Did you see two lights, buddy?
We did see two. We did see lights in the beginning, and then like the cat toy is different though. The cat toy is just a little ball that lights up.
I understand that, but I speak for the dumb. We spell that with no B, two M's. I want to know what I'm looking at. All right, that's all. Chris, what was I looking at?
All right. This is at the Bell Mansion in Indiana.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. This was in the upstairs front bedroom. The cat ball was sitting in the middle of the bed.
All right, bed.
The two lights that you see in the beginning, that's Dennis holding the K2.
Gotcha.
All right.
So, you said the green light. Well, what's the first light on the K2? That's the green one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's see. And we're up there, we're getting some interaction going, and I asked for it to light up, and boom.
So he was on the other side of the bed, obviously.
Correct.
All right. That's where the darkness I was trying to figure out.
I just holding the camera,
All right.
just documenting the situation.
So
Awesome.
Rick, you were wrong, and Buddy was right. So Buddy's got 6 points, and you're at 3. Buddy, any questions on that one?
No, I like that one a lot. In fact, recently I've been seeing a lot of people using cat toys, and they're relatively inexpensive, and it's nice when you just like it just you tap it just a little bit and it just lights up. So it's an absolutely, it's priceless because of how cheap and accessible they are, and you don't have to spend $200 on something that's going to light up. You can just spend $3 down at the pet store and.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, we got a REM pod too, but we use the cat balls more than the REM pod.
I bet. No, I bet. They're probably more effective too. So that's
seems to be.
What? All right. You start off by saying light up again. So what happened? You saw it light up and then you grabbed the camera and well, how did you miss the first one? It sounded like you missed the first time.
Throughout the course of the night, we actually had several cat balls light up and the K2 light up. That was all on my body cam. The full 9 yards is on my body cam. The footage you're looking at was actually taken with a GoPro 6.
Nice.
Wow. Jeez.
Okay. So I mean, you know, that GoPro, even though it's not an IR, it's really light sensitive when there is light, and the clip obviously shows that. Yeah.
Chris, you ever think about investing in some more cameras?
Well, I run with 5 now. How many more do I need?
No, that's just Northeast sarcasm. Like that I like, you know, I mean, buddy, how many do you guys bring when you do it?
Joe has about half a dozen carry-arounds, and then we have the static cameras that we really don't use anymore because wide cameras can be dangerous, and it's a pain in the ass to set it all up. But it's nice. We're getting picking up more and more carry-around cameras because they're just a great for sound. You don't have to buy extra microphones. You don't have to carry around wires. You can have many of them. They're great. They're great what they can do now with technology with picking up video. So
we also use trail cameras too. We got 5 trail cameras that we use as static cams.
Yep.
You know,
people have been doing that for a while now. Yeah, I've seen that. Other people doing that.
Chris, what's your goal for setting up all these cameras and going to these places? I have to ask that because I can't see myself going into any place I think would be haunted with cameras and looking around.
Well, first thing, you know, I want to differentiate a little bit on is that I'm really not an investigator. I'm a communicator. Okay. It's a little bit different of a mindset, but I've had very effective communication in a lot of locations. Like
medium
communication, not just, you know, one word response type of thing. One example would be if you go on the YouTube channel from Missouri State Penitentiary, we did a session in the gas chamber. That was pretty interesting. I was going back and forth on the DR60 for about 25 minutes. And we were getting constant responses.
Wait a minute. Gas chamber?
Gas chamber.
Nice.
You went inside one?
You huff it, we snuff it.
Those are one of those places, right? You don't walk into.
Well, you walk in, you just don't walk out.
That's my point. And therein lies my point. You never walk into a place like that, Rick. I don't care if they say it's closed, nobody works there. It's just like you don't walk inside a safe.
So Chris, how are you? You said you had like a 20-minute conversation?
Yes.
How are you receiving their end?
DR60.
Explain that to me.
The Panasonic DR60 recorder.
Oh, okay. So all right. So you
get responses on audio.
Went back. You heard.
Oh yeah, and this too is on body cam. So it was all documented on camera.
But Chris, you don't hear stuff in your head, do you?
Only my own demons.
Yeah, I know that.
And they're fighting for space. Believe me.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. Sometimes I can literally feel my brain say, "No, there's no room," and like I just ignore the topic. Usually it's I don't want to say that out loud. She'll kill me. Hey, buddy, are you getting sexy for us, or what's the deal?
All right, body time.
$50 bills, motherfucker.
Anyway,
I digress, Mike.
I didn't know you guys were looking for certain kind of short clips. I didn't know how your format was. I had to link you up some more, buddy. I apologize for that.
No, that's fine. I got the 13-minute one next. It's a little bit long, but it's honestly it's absolutely fascinating what you did. The controversial one. I think we'll try and show that one next, Mike. Just say pause when you want me to pause it. And you want to talk or something because it's like I said, it's 13 minutes, and I know you're not going to be able to be quiet for 13 minutes, Mike. So,
well, here's the thing, buddy. If I'm quiet, if I get 13 minutes today to be quiet. I'm asleep. That's why you don't want me to be quiet for 13 minutes.
Right.
I did yard work.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to remove him. Hold on.
I'll put him back in. I can run this whole thing. Here's
I
the
got him.
video. Here's this guy.
Hey,
Here's
hey,
my
hey.
man. Look at it. Look what I did, buddy. Brought everybody on. There's the video. No, wait, buddy. I'm gonna pause the video.
What's the video?
Please introduce our newest addition.
So our newest edition is
Not Bobby Brown.
I believe it's Chris's. Is he Chris not in the?
He's gonna blow it. You're gonna blow it.
All right. So Chris's partner from I'm sorry, Crossinggaurd Paranormal. Denny.
Yeah, I'm Dennis.
There it is.
Thank you. I appreciate it. How you guys doing? Where did Chris go?
He's right
coming
here.
back
On the
there.
bottom.
Yeah, he's at the bottom. Oh, nope. No, he's not.
Right there.
I was on.
There you are.
Dennis, you made it, brother.
I made it. They sent a link to my email. Thank God. I'm here.
Oh, cool. Cool. I don't
Dennis,
know
were you in
how
the
it's
storm
working,
too?
but, you know, it's
What-
like
what's
I
that?
said, I don't have my computer. I'm on my phone, so bear with me.
That's
Were
right.
you
You lost all your power.
All right. So wait a minute. So Chris has no power because of a storm. Dennis, your reason for do you have no power too, or
No, he's in a truck.
there it is, a truck.
I'm in a
driver.
truck, dude.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm on the road. I'm at a truck stop right now, hanging out with my dog.
That is awesome. What type of dog you got?
He's a rescue. I got him in January after my dad passed away. I picked him up after his funeral. His name is Dipper. It was supposed to be Morningstar, but I got outvoted by the family. So
Morningstar, and you wanted Dipper. Yeah.
No, I wanted Morningstar,
Morningstar. Yeah.
but everybody else wanted Dipper.
Yeah,
So,
buddy. When you came up your dog's name, nobody else got a decision, huh? You just named your dog.
No, I just named her Jenny Page, and that was the end of that.
that's cool. I wish I would have had that option.
You know what's funny? I have twins, a boy and a girl, and my wife, 2 dogs, and I just named the dogs. That's like the only thing I actually get to decide on in this entire house. But hold on.
I got a dog. Its name is JD, and it actually stands for Jackie's dog.
Yeah. That's even worse. All right, so
That's true.
Jenny, we're about to watch this 13-minute clip. I will try to keep my ADHD to a minimum, and I won't try to pause much of it. So here we go. And let me do it like this.
Perfect.
Oh, cool.
We may be blocking words, though. Yeah, see?
Cool.
I'm in a hospice setting right now, and I'm going to try a very
Oh, this one is
cutting
awesome.
ITC experiment. Yes, I am in a hospice room, and yes, that man laying in that bed is my father. We're going to see if we can open a door and get him to communicate with us on a higher level. Done work inside of senior facilities before, and there's always someone hanging out that wants to communicate that had already passed. I'm trying to communicate before he passes. He's in kind of that limbo state, but let's try to figure out where his spirit actually. All right, Dad. Pops. We're gonna try to communicate here. Okay? Is that all right? We're gonna try to meditate and see if we can come up with that connection I'd really like to work the DR6.
What is that, buddy?
What is what? I don't know, Mike. Is the
Why did
screen
it go
frozen?
silent? Nope.
Up.
Oh,
Let me bring it back. Let me bring it on back. Hold on.
We're going to try to communicate here. Okay? Is that all right? We're going to try to meditate and see if we can come up with that connection. I'd really like to work the DR60 a little bit, but your machine here is making a lot of noise.
All right, pause for a second, buddy. Pause for a second.
Can you talk to me? Can you tell
Before
me
you say
anything
something.
at all?
Hey, I got it.
yeah. There you go.
All right. First off, let me get this off. There's a extreme creepy feeling of intrusion right now that I'm having watching this footage. Like, in other words, I can't even imagine having the wherewithal to film or to try to communicate and to think on that level. Like, that's and I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, I can't even, like, Rick, would you be able to, like, pull this off? Because, like, I was a mess. Like, maybe it's just because I'm Italian and I'm like I am. I was a mess the whole time. I could have never been able to pull myself together to get on point. Really quick.
Everyone's different, Mike. You know.
I know. I'm just asking your opinion before it goes on. I know we're not right, and I'm just stating the other side of it. Like, I'm just telling you how I feel. I feel like I'm intruding on his moment. He's allowing it, so I'm okay with it. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. But I'm saying is, at first, I feel like I'm intruding. No?
I
mean, it works. It is so far, like,
it's personal for sure.
so far you
know,
can't not pay attention to it, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. All right. Just stating a fact.
I'm going to try this again, Pot, once you cross over. Okay? Once you cross over, I'm going to try to communicate with you.
It looks like you've advanced
There's
it.
another question I was going to ask you. Did you really do the ski jump
I could be.
on that picture you showed me? Up in Ironwood? Did you go down a ski jump? I never known you to be a skier.
Did you go down a ski jump? I never known you to be a skier.
Nice.
He seems to respond a little bit from me rubbing his shoulder. Pop, tell me, what is the best thing I can do for you right now? Are you warm enough?
Are you warm enough?
Oh.
How's your oxygen? Is your oxygen okay?
I don't know.
Are you warm enough?
Are you warm enough?
Oh.
It's a question for the Denny and Chris.
Yeah.
The audio enhancement to allow us to hear it better. And I mean, maybe enhancement is the wrong term. The tool you use so that it can be clear to hear. I don't know what other way to say it. It's just, it's appreciated that it's easy to hear, but how do you bring it up? How do you what are you guys doing to pull that sound up so that it's more distinct for the listener?
I use an audio program by the name of Goldwave.
Hmm.
A lot of people in the field use Audacity or Audacity, however you want to say it, because it's free. Nothing wrong with that.
No, but you get
With
what you pay for.
Goldwave, I've got
Exactly.
and it's just easier to work with for me, and it gives you more professional results.
Dennis, what are you going to say on the matter?
As far as what we do, we record everything. And the reason we record everything is because what you hear is not what you're gonna get after you record it and listen to it. Because you might hear something, but then when you put it through the Goldwave file and you listen to it, you're gonna hear something totally different, and you're gonna be like, "Wow,
So
I did not expect that."
So what
The
is
only-
Goldwave? Is it just like a compression program, like a mastering program?
Well, it's a full spectrum audio program.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So the only issue I always have with audio clips, and it's I think it comes from I did music for so long, I did for 12 years. I always want to hear what's after what was thought to be said. Do you know what I'm trying to say for context? Like I like to hear all audio clips. They stop with the last usual audible thing, and I don't. Am I making any sense to anyone but myself, Rick? You know what I'm saying? Like they stop like that when you enhance something, you play just the clip of what you want to enhance. Whereas like that, I appreciate that, but you lose context when you don't hear what's said right, like the beat of whatever's said right after what they caught. You don't.
So
hear
what you're saying is you would want to hear what we got at the moment before we enhanced it.
Yes.
Am I getting that right? Okay.
Like more of a like that normal feeling of there. You hear it, but then there's also still talking that continues. Like in other words, people never ever play the talking that usually continues when they show you when they enhance a clip. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. And Chris is really good about actually doing both. And this footage I've never seen. This is all new to me because he never released this to anybody.
Wow.
So this is what you're getting firsthand that nobody's seen.
This
it's amazing.
Yeah, that's all I've been saying. It's just I'm so enamored with it. I keep. All right, back to it.
How's your oxygen? Is your oxygen okay?
Oh.
How's your oxygen? Is your oxygen okay?
What can you tell me about when you lived in Chicago?
Okay.
Did you have a girlfriend in Chicago?
Did you have a girlfriend in Chicago?
Tell me, Pop, would you like me to do some prayers for you?
Tell me, Pop, would you like me to do some prayers for you?
Oh.
The voices are slowed down. No.
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 Have you ever played it? Have you ever taken the clip and played it on a higher speed to see if it what it sounds like? I'm just saying that as a like an audio freak myself. Like
I've done that intermittently through a lot of different things. If I did it on this particular clip, I couldn't tell you. I way too many clips.
All right, roll.
I think you're learning how to manipulate this recorder. That's good. That's how we're going to communicate. And once you cross over, we're going to do this again.
I'm gonna have to go outside then.
Would you like me to come by tomorrow morning? Or tomorrow night?
Would you like me to come by tomorrow morning? Or tomorrow night?
Oh.
Thank you, Dad.
Jesus Christ.
What can I do to make you more comfortable? can I do to help you tonight?
Thank you, Pop. Thank you.
I wanted to come in and change your community. Need a change? Unfortunately, that's above my pay grade. I don't do that.
You learn how to manipulate the box. You're doing it. You are doing it.
Vincent Jen just checked in on you. Did you know that they were looking in on you?
Wow, this is so cool and so cutting edge.
I want to know who else is here in this room with us. Tell me now. Were you a former resident here?
Oh,
46%. I'm just gonna keep going till we got no battery left.
Dad, what can I do for you right now? Dad, are you comfortable?
Can you see me?
Did you say I can leave? Can you just say yes or no?
You don't have to stay if you don't want to. I'm just waiting for you.
Is it okay that I'm the one that wrote your eulogy?
God.
My
That's
spiritual
crazy, eh?
guides, please bring my father to me. Dad, can you hear me? I'm here to speak with you.
Dad, can you hear me? I'm here to speak with you.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Are you with Mom right now?
Are you with Mom right now?
Whoa.
Dad, is there any message that you would like to give me at this particular moment in time?
Dad, is there any message that you would like to give me at this particular moment in time?
Dad, we're going to have your funeral and a mass for you on Saturday at Mother of Good Counsel. Will you be in attendance at your funeral?
Will you be in attendance at your funeral?
Wow.
Dad, thank you.
Jesus Christ.
I love you,
Yeah.
Pops. Dad, is there anything that I can do right now that would be of help to you?
Dad, is there anything that I can do right now that would be of help to you? And just so I know for sure that I'm speaking with you, can you state your name, please?
Well, I think you said Ben, so thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Pop, can you tell me, have you seen Steve at all? Or how about Eddie? Have you met with your dad?
Have you met with your dad?
I hope it's all right with you, Dad. I'm the one that's going to do your eulogy. And I kept it kind of lighthearted, so it's fun and it's not depressing. Pops, is that okay that I'm the one going to do your eulogy?
Is that okay that I'm the one gonna do your eulogy?
Sue and Bob were wondering where the wedding rings are.
Sue and Bob were wondering where the wedding rings are.
What the hell?
What can I do to make you more comfortable?
Better take Dipper out, Denny.
Can you come up with a sign when you want to communicate so I know it's you and we can do a session together?
I'm going to go now, okay? I love you.
First off, amazing video.
Mind blowing,
start
man.
Thank you.
amazing video. So I am of the belief that the spirit of the deceased is closest to you within like the first week or so, right? I feel like they get further away as time goes on, and it's what struck me was that your dad got a little more cryptic the second time around. Like in the hospital, that stuff was like a lot of it was to the point, whereas some of the stuff as I got later on, a little bit cryptic at times, or maybe just his sense of humor. I don't know. Rick, what did you think about the whole thing?
The whole thing was, I mean, how lucky you are to have that, you know. And thank you so much for sharing it with us. It's that was mind blowing. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Chris, the thing is, for the emotionally challenged Northeast people, I honestly I commend your temperament, your ability to, just be in the moment and see the moment for what it is. Whereas I'm telling you, like I would have never been able to put that together. I would have never. I mean, I would have never been able to. I don't have that. There's not a strength in me. Dennis, what did you think upon watching this? If it was your first time seeing it, what were your thoughts on the actual whole thing?
It was pretty amazing because I've never seen it, but I heard every word that it said. I mean, he released one, I believe last year, Chris? And it was totally different. I mean, it had all the answers as far as that went, but it was nothing like that. This was very much more in depth than the one he had previously, if that makes sense.
No, it does. It does. So, all right. So then I got two quick questions.
I guess it was more private. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
So, Chris,
Yes.
that opening, when you go back and watch this film and this footage, are you okay watching the footage?
Oh, most definitely.
That's another thing right there, right? Like I lost my mom in 2021. Was it? It was like it was a day after Christmas, but I think it was 21. I mean, that's bad. I can't remember right now. 21, I think. Christmas. And I can't even listen to her voice. Like I won't play voicemails of her. I can't even. Sometimes I can't even do that. So I'm imagining watching this at this moment. Like again, I guess I'm just. It always comes down to all my weaknesses. But again, I can't. Rick, how are you with that kind of stuff? Like honestly, like going back and watching that stuff.
I don't do it when you know what I mean. I don't when it's personal. I
Avoid.
You know what I mean?
I think it's just really a Northeast thing that we avoid, right?
I guess I don't know.
I just don't want to. I don't because it bothers me when I watch. Like if I watch, anytime I watch something like that. So to be able to watch this and do it is like a level of.
Yeah, I'm almost tearing up right now. You know what
Right.
I mean? And,
yeah, it's a level
Chris's
of
dad. You know, I just met Chris.
Yeah,
you know.
Chris, you don't understand. To us, it's like a Zen thing. It's like we're almost like man, I wish I could be that mature. That's literally what's going through my head. I think that's my major problem is that
Believe me, I am not mature. I am a prankster. Ask Dennis about some conversations we have between us on investigations. It's nothing you want on your podcast. Believe me.
Yeah,
we do a lot of we do a lot of joking around and stuff.
But you know,
we get more communication by being very lucid, I guess, that way.
Yeah,
one of the things, you know, in just even attempting this is the fact that I do what I do. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I don't think that if I wasn't involved in the paranormal at the level I'm involved in, I would have never been able to do that video. Yeah. I don't know if that exactly makes sense.
No, that makes sense totally. That would be like because your comfort zone was being in that paranormal world of what you do. So to be able to incorporate the two was like an extra level of calm, like you're in your zone, right, Rick? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, and it's part of your belief system now too. So there's, I'm sure there's comfort in that, you know, where you can go to that. You know,
buddy? Sorry.
Oh, buddy.
I'm still like, I'm still like blown away, man. It's like I've been doing this for over a decade, and I've been in some like interesting situations, but never anything remotely as like emotionally moving as that. That's just like I'm just absolutely blown away. Chris, I want to give you like a lot of credit. That's like I'm still I don't know how I couldn't do this as somebody who went through this personal loss myself and watched somebody die slowly in a hospital room, and I could not think about anything at all except not even what was going on. It's to be able to do that.
Yeah. So that's buddy. You bring up a really good point. Listen to me. I guess that's what I was trying to say at the very first. I realized that footage for our area, for like just like the people that we know, whatever. It was so hard to watch. It really, really was. I mean, not in a bad way, but I meant like it hurt every one of us watching it. Like it was really hard to watch. Like it was because there's like, again, if you've ever been in those hospice facilities, there's that silent creepiness anyways that's always there, right, buddy? I mean, you so it's just like I don't know.
That sad feeling's already, that sad atmosphere is already present, whether it's paranormal or not. It was moving. And kudos to you for being able to do that, though, because holy shit, that was awesome.
Yeah.
From an investigator's point of view.
I'd
But
say
oh my god, I could not do that as a human being. I could not
Chris.
do that.
You don't have
Chris, I
it.
got a question for you. Find any nickels?
not yet.
Not yet.
You know, if I find one in my pocket of my blue jeans, I don't count that.
Yeah, no, I get you.
You know, but if I find one out on a sidewalk somewhere, I'll know
Right.
that's the day.
All right, very
Right.
cool.
Tell you what, if you can find the nickel on anybody aged 25 or younger, I think that counts too. They don't know what cash is. They have no idea what a coin is. Like they don't know how many coins make $1 anymore. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't have a plastic card. They don't know what to do. You know.
They swipe their card. Like, you know what? I don't know how you guys are where you live, but you have obviously everybody has those. You go to Target, something like that, and everybody has those self-checkout lines, and the lines like all the way down to the beauty section, but there's like nobody in line to get like personally checked out. Do you guys have it like that down there, or is it?
Oh yeah.
It's awful, isn't it? It's like
It's everywhere, and
I hate
they've closed Walmarts because of that, because people just take stuff that they shouldn't be taking, you know.
well, I mean, the worst part is you have those people that are like, they have to tell you which register is now open. Like, I'm paying attention. I got this. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. But then she's also helping get something going that's going to take away her job. I don't know. I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but it bothered me today.
There's a McDonald's in Las Vegas that's supposed to be all robotic, no employees at all.
So I went into our local McDonald's, and you had to order on a touch screen, gigantic menu thing, and I was like, why am I touching this? I placed my order. I walked 5 feet to the counter, and she said, "What did you order?" And I told her, and they had it made. Why was I touching the screen in the first place? I mean, I can give you a million conspiracy theories on why I think I was, but why would I touch a screen to walk 5 feet? I could just tell you it. I'm 5 feet away from you. McDonald's is now. I'm sorry. Because I'm gonna lose it on the local.
Chris already walked out of McDonald's on the way to an investigation because of that.
True. I hate that.
He's like, fuck this.
Another reason to visit beautiful Block Island. No franchises out here, baby.
Yeah.
If
you guys ever been to Block Island, Rhode Island, it's a so Block Island is an island, but Rhode Island is not. I know that's stupid as all hell, but it's true. And Rick runs Block Island Ghost Tours. We're doing 3 events this summer: one in June, one in July, one in August.
Oh,
we have
cool.
different guests coming down. We have different day events. The fun part is it's not a paranormal con where you have like tables and whatnot. It's a weekend of different I don't want to say performances, but different performances or ghost tours or ghost hunt type things. Not actual hunt, ghosts, but like clues. I'll call it a clue hunt. And then bars and beaches, which I should have probably just said first because it's on the beach. You know what I mean? It's on the beach. You get to meet we have on I don't know if you guys know Tim Weisberg and Michelle Freed. They were producers with Art Bell on the Coast to Coast show.
Oh, okay.
So Tim Weisberg is still doing. He does the Midnight Society. Still does the radio show. Michelle has a history with remote viewing, and Tim's more just. I think Tim's more of just a professional host. He's incredible. He's good, but I can't wait to ask Art Bell questions, and I know that's going to bug them because they both have incredible careers, right, on their own. But that connection to Art Bell, I feel like if there was one thing that brought me even a little to paranormal type stuff or thing was the pre 9/11 Art Bell to the 9/11 Art Bell and that whole stretch after that where they were trying to sell you gas masks. I don't know if you guys remember that part, but that was crazy as all hell. You could buy this kit, or this kit. This kit came with 4 gas masks and something for your butt. Anyways, you guys started doing paranormal type stuff at what stage of the game of life?
Chris did a lot longer than I have. I got into it maybe 12 years ago.
Now, does truck driving play a part in that, Dennis?
No, actually not. My grandmother, she passed away maybe about 12 years ago, I'm thinking. And I went to the funeral, or I went to visit my parents after the funeral in Oklahoma, and I got up to make a sandwich, and after she passed away, I seen her rocking on the rocker that she always loved, and I freaked out. I threw my toast up and ran to the bedroom and jumped in bed with my wife, and I told her, I'm like, I'm freaked out, and that set me up for what I do now, because I didn't want to be scared, but my grandmother, she looked like Gargamel from the Smurfs. She had she always wore a robe, and she had one scraggly tooth in her mouth and short hair, and she wasn't pleasant to look at, so it kind of scared me, you know.
What was her first name?
First name was Anne.
I was going to get Olga.
No, she was German descent, though. She came over on the ship, and ever since then, had I known then what I know now, I would have tried to do a communication with her, and I just wasn't. I wasn't ready for it at the time, and now I am. So
I think grandmas and nanas held such power that we took for granted. Like the old school Italian nana, like they believe the malarkey. To this day, I walk around with I carry one of those horns in my pocket. Like there's all these superstitions that we had growing up because it was like Italian Catholic. Like I don't know if the Italian Catholic is like drinking Coke, but they up the syrup so that it's almost mostly syrup and not even soda. Do you know what I'm saying? Is that strong of a type of drink? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
A lot of superstitions. Now in Wisconsin, other than delicious bratwurst, what do you have for as you grew up? What superstitions did you have? I want to get that really quick from you, Chris. You and your dad. What if any superstitions you and your dad share?
Superstitions.
Yeah, or
what is that in Rhinelander? It's like the Hoobastank or something like that. I can't even.
The Hodag.
Horrible band. Horrible band.
But in my family,
what is it called?
Geez, I don't remember any off the top of my head.
The bratwurst stank. Let's go with that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I had that. But, beer's a big thing in Wisconsin. I don't drink beer anymore myself, but that's what hard liquor's for,
Yeah, I was just gonna say, because if not, when you lose your participation with the Packers. Guys, before we wrap it up, one last time, Chris, where can we see that film? Again, if they want to see it, your channel.
CrossingGauRD Paranormal.
Yep.
And you have to spell it like we spell it, because that's our brand name. CROSSINGAURD. One word, paranormal. And that's Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud.
So you got rid of one of the G's.
We're the only one that spells it like that. So you look us up, it's right there in your face. You look up the other CrossingGauRD, there'll be 10 million of them. So
that's a smart way to do it. And I like the fact that you got rid of that other G, because I just realized now you don't need that G.
We don't need it. I am the G.
You are the G.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So Dennis, what would you like to say to wrap up?
Well, we're gonna be doing. Where are we going this weekend, Chris?
Old County Jail.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing that. We get to stay overnight. You get to sleep in a jail cell, and supposedly it's super haunted.
Old Fruit.
And we're looking forward to that. We're doing in May. We're doing Stenson Hospital.
Stenson.
And we're still trying to book stuff. That's in Michigan.
Did you say
Old
Fruit?
The country.
I'm sorry. The first hospital, it was not named Old Fruit, was it?
Oh no, that was the jail. What was that called, Chris?
Old Blackford County
Wait.
Where the heck you got that from? I don't know.
So we'll be doing some lives from each place if we get a signal. A lot of times we're in the middle of nowhere and we don't get a signal.
Yeah, we always
So if anybody
live.
wants to watch us or see what we do, how we work, feel free to.
When you go live and stuff, the thing that I like to tell people is you might tune in and see nothing because we don't know. Like we you know what I mean? Like we don't know. You might see a bunch of stuff. Like that's what I think is fun and probably tedious for the investigators is that sometimes you get a bunch of stuff, sometimes you don't, right?
Usually, most places we go, we get interaction. No matter one of the coolest things that ever happened, as far as for me, is we've had times where we use the SLS camera and we've gotten an apparition. Let's say it's like on a tricycle or it's on in a cart or whatever, one of those wagons. We'll actually move that wagon several feet and push it back, and that apparition is still in the cart or on the tricycle, moving with it. We will interact with it. We'll hug it. We'll have it dance with us. We'll do whatever it takes to make sure that we're not getting a false reading. And that's one of the big things how we operate.
So then one last question. Do you guys have a ritual of saying like a prayer before you leave a place so that something doesn't follow you home?
Chris, what do we say?
Well, at the end of the night, it's always the same thing. You don't have to stay here.
Don't have to stay
but
here.
You can't come with us.
Can't come with us.
All right, I take that. Macho Man Ghost Rick, what are you gonna say?
Guys, that was awesome, Chris.
Thank you,
Denny. Thank you guys for hanging out. The stuff was great, and come back and hang out again.
Hey,
buddy,
we're available. Give us a shout, and we'll stop on in.
Anytime.
That'd be great, guys. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. It's again, I'm still speechless. Rick, get that ugly goddamn thing.
Hey, he might be going to Miami. I heard.
Oh, don't say that shit. All right.
Yeah, I just said that too.
Blasphemy. Thank you again. I'm speechless, guys. I still, as an investigator, as a human being, I'm still blown away by what we just watched. And thank you for sharing that. And thank you for having the balls to do something like that, Chris. That was and sharing it with the world. It's absolutely phenomenal, dude.
I appreciate it, and I'd appreciate you sharing it.
Oh, we'll do, man. We'll share the show everywhere we can. As we do all our shows, tune in live Sunday night, 7:05, as we welcome radio host, paranormal investigator Shay Carroll will join us. We were on her show a few months ago, Joe, Mike, and I, and she will be joining us on our show. I think she comes from like the Fall River region, so we can make some Lizzie Borden-esque jokes, maybe. I don't know. And then next Tuesday on It's a Metaphysical World, we step further into a metaphysical world and welcome. He was on our show, now he's on her show. Roland Comtois will join us live Tuesday evening for an interview with Dale Beluccio, and he's always got a holy shit bevy, a lot to say. So tune in live for Roland and all our shows at legitpodcast.com.
Purple cards, right?
Purple papers, Mike, but that's okay.
Well, paper cards, what's the difference? Guys, thank you so much. I greatly appreciated it.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I appreciate it.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much.
Sorry I had so many problems trying to get on, you know.
Yeah, dude.
Comes with the territory. We will share it. I can't wait to see the reactions too, because I'm willing to bet you we get a lot of people that are like, I couldn't watch it all the way through. Mm-hmm. And I know the ones that are going to be like that. And I know the ones that are going to watch the whole thing. But either way, as long as they watch it.
I mean, this is legit. I am the first person in the para world that I am aware of that has done this. Wow. The second person that has done this has been Josh Lewis. He did it with a coma patient. But past that, I am unaware of anybody even attempting it.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well, mind-blowing, man. Mind-blowing.
All right. I'll do my rap. So for Chris and Dennis, for Ghost Rick from Block Island, for Buddy Money, it is me, Mike King, Mike L. This was Legit Paranormal Clips brought to you by LegitPodcast.com. Thank you so much. We will see you again on Sunday with